Hey, yo, here we go again. We're going to lay it down one more again. You know, Mug Sticky is friend to you, them. What's up? Welcome to Guns and Radio.
Whoop, whoop.
We got a fun show for you tonight. With probably be like noon when we upload this and
Yeah,
premiere it.
our pre-Super Bowl John. So
That's right.
hope y'all got your bets locked in for this one, especially because I heard there's some crazy fucking shit going on here. Um,
Yeah. Get
yeah,
your
get
bet.
your
You know what? Get your app out, but when we come back, and let's talk about that tonight because I
oh
think that's
yeah,
a little funny. Fuck it. We talked about Howard Stern talked about it this week, so I was like, I don't want to look like we're ripping off Howard, but fuck it. I kind of want to see some of these since you use the app and you can act weird bets that
yeah,
you actually
um,
bet on. So
yeah. It's only apropos. I mean, listen, the Super Bowl is taking place in the betting capital of the entire world, so why
that's
not?
right.
Yeah. So basically, Taylor Swift, who boosts fucking economies, apparently now is going to be there. Will she boost the entire economy of Las Vegas? Who knows?
Well, I don't think she can do any more one way or the other than she already has. But man, man, we should have done something. You know, what we should have did before we got started recording. We should have watched the music. We should have watched the Taylor Swift music video today.
Oh dang, yeah. I mean, she's got a new album coming out, so
I mean, people are gonna sure be looking for her name on YouTube. That would have been a smart idea. I
oh
tell you what,
yeah,
we're gonna do a quick makeshift Taylor Swift bit so that we can put Taylor Swift in the description. Okay.
yeah.
Uh, so here is 5 songs I know I have heard of by Taylor Swift. Now, hang on. Oh, Red. Red was
Yeah.
good.
Hmm.
Then there was Haunted because we did Haunted. Like I like her music, so I just can't think of her shit. Let's see. There was that 22 song.
Oh yeah. I don't know
Uh,
about you.
Love Story.
Yeah, that's like the breakout.
That's probably like one of her first ones.
That was. I think it was like from her first or second album or something.
And
That's country Taylor Swift, man.
oh, Blank Space. There we go.
There it
Yeah.
is. I was gonna say just name the entire album 1989 because I think every song from that was like at least a single.
Oh, nice.
So
I don't.
like that
I
was
hadn't.
like that album I actually kind of enjoyed. So
Well, I enjoy a lot of her music. Now, sometimes I get tired of seeing her in my football.
yeah,
But by God, if we're gonna keep on winning and she's gonna be a lucky charm, then you show that pretty girl on the screen for all I care. As long as the Chiefs are winning, I don't give a fuck. So
yeah,
hopefully, we're praying for Kansas City tonight because that's where I am. That's why we're doing a pre-taped premiere instead of a live episode today. Is because your boy Dustin, Chris wants to watch the game. Your
hmm.
boy Dustin wants to be in Kansas City to watch the game in the
Ooh,
streets with the mob.
they're gonna be running
So
red, but not with blood, with the red of the KC Chiefs.
that's right. So if we do win at the end of the night and they do that camera angle where they cut to Kansas City and you see like the confetti going off and the pyro going off in the middle of the street,
Yeah,
that's where I'm gonna be. So
nice.
you might see your boy there, might even have my shirt off and be drunk as
Going
fuck.
like
So you
yeah.
never know.
Oh jeez, there goes my phone.
Oh, shit. That's something to bet on your sports app. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And we're going to also, by the way, we're not just going to talk sports today because we got some more rednecky goodness coming up on the show. You know, last week on Shotcast, or actually last night on Shotcast, if you listen to Shotcast Saturday, I found out that my boy Caputo here, I ain't never heard of Hank Williams Jr., or at least he ain't never heard Family Tradition. And
Yeah.
I think, he's fired a gun. All right. We've made him an honorary American here. So if we're going to keep his America citizenship and honorary citizenship, whatever, however we worded it last time that sounded funny,
Yeah. Something like
go
that.
to the archives and find out for yourself. then we've got to have him here and listen to Family Tradition because you can't be an honorary American and not ever heard Family Tradition by Hank Williams Jr. So we're going to put a stop to this poor man's. We're changing a life tonight. We are redneck baptizing somebody tonight.
Yeah.
This is the trailer park baptism. Is
Yeah, this is Make a Wish Idaho style.
And rock and roll news, you're playing stuff, but our song of the night is going to be Back in Black. Not by AC/DC, though, but by Guns N' Roses. So we're even going to get to hear a little GNR at the end of the night and finally get to review something by the band in a while now. We haven't gotten a Guns N' Roses song in a while.
It has been quite some time. Like the last one we got was beginning of the year. Actually, I think we covered that Charles Manson cover.
Oh, look at your game, girl.
Yeah, which was why I don't know why it exists. It's just there.
Yeah. And now we're going back. So let's see what happens, man. We're gonna have a pretty fun, interesting show tonight. So
Hell
with
yeah.
that, let's go and let's. What do you say, Chris?
I say let's hit that intro. Let's start this episode of Guns and Radio.
What up in the club, everybody?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn off video so I can blow my nose in peace. But welcome, everybody, to Guns N' Radio.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, it's episode 267, which also, I can make a plug here. 2 weeks from now is the 6-9. It's the old 269 in a couple weeks time.
Ooh. Are we ready to talk about that? And
I think we're still deciding on what kind of song that could fit the theme of a 6-9 episode. Sorry,
I
can't do this.
think we I thought we made that decision off air last week. Didn't we talk about that?
I think we had at least like a few in contention. Were we thinking of pulling out a rare one?
Hey, what is this? What is this that I'm doing with my hands? What letter am I making?
What is that? Oh, you're doing the Van Halen logo. The V.
Close enough. Is that not what we're talking about? We're not talking about the same thing?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, I guess your asses will have to tune in to Shotcast Saturday this week and find out when we get to talk about it off the air.
Yeah.
We might be close to making an announcement. Either way, we're going to
next week you'll probably hear something.
Yeah.
More than likely, like 100% for sure.
We did this on purpose. Next week you're going to have to tune in to Guns N' Radio Live.
Yeah, because I don't think for the 6-9s we never really spun a wheel. We always just would announce it ahead of time.
No, we always Because let's see, we had Rocket Queen, which we planned from day one, by the way. Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
When we got to episode when we first started the show, we knew episode 69 was going to be Rocket Queen. And we made that decision long before we introduced all of the solo music that we listened to on top of the Guns N' Roses shit. So when we got to 169, first we started this show, that was never supposed to happen. So, come on, going down. Huh?
Yeah.
You see what we did there? So, I think when we get to 269, we're trying something similar.
Yeah.
The song title that's going to be a funny to go with the thing. Now, what we're going to do with 369, I don't know.
Well, I know there's a music video we got to watch for that one. So,
to the window.
Yeah, 369 Damn Girl Fine, man. One of the greatest fucking songs of all time. Literally, you hear you could go into a club anywhere in the fucking middle of like, a square somewhere. You're dun 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 dun. Bro, it's going to turn into a fucking a house party from like 2004.
I can't tell you the last time I walked into a club and they were not already playing that.
Bro, that shit gets people fucking going, man. You do this.
I mean, it does.
And then you go this. And then you're just like, oh, yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah. I did. It gets me pumped too, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that's going to happen in Kansas City this week when we go see the Super Bowls. They're going to have a DJ there.
Nice.
So we had to pay $30 to get in, but it's basically this. It's similar. I always compare it to the Grand Ole Opry, but it's similar to the Grand Ole Opry, but it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a U-shaped mall that has all of these very expensive restaurants on the inside of it. And it's got a shopping center and all that other stuff. And then right in the middle of this like town square of this huge mall thing that they've built is a stage and a giant and 3 giant TV screens, and they have concerts and shit there.
Sweet.
So what they're doing, it's basically going to be they're calling it the Super Bowl block party, and we paid $30 each to get in. Sierra and I, you guys met Sierra last week from her snoring,
Yeah.
and, and uh, oh man, dude, she saw that shit immediately. By the way, I was like, she's gonna kill me if she even sees this. No, she saw that shit by the end of the night because I couldn't wait to go back and watch. And she had her nap out by the time the show was over, so she was wide awake. And yeah, but anyway, I'm really looking forward to that. So maybe something cool will be happening at KC Live next time you find yourself in town, and we can go. I think we went to St. Louis last time. Next time, if you ever, come back here, we'll go to Kansas City, and maybe we can check out something at KC Live and do something in that part of the world.
I'm in.
Be a fun time. Anyway, what else we got to talk about? Oh, the betting. Let's talk about the betting.
Yeah.
While we're on the topic of the Super Bowl and everything,
Yeah.
because you were telling me this. Like I said earlier, we weren't going to talk about this. This is too fucking intriguing to not dive into a little bit. So first off, what app do you use when you place your sports bets?
Oh, now that sports betting's been legalized in Ontario, there's like every fucking one in their like grandmother has opened their own sports betting thing. So there's plenty, man. I use like one of these other ones. Like a lot of people use like, a lot of guys. Yeah, a lot of the guys I know use Bet365.
Okay.
Yeah, DraftKings I see fucking advertisements for all the time here.
I think I downloaded DraftKings this week and then I deleted it because I'm a gambler, but I don't know if I'm a confident sports gambler. But you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's do this.
I'm 50-50, man, with my stuff. It depends.
Let's try this, dude. Let's make a bet out of this. Let me get something and let's write these down.
Right.
So then if you see some bets that you're going to name, maybe you and me can place bets with each other on some of these categories and then get the results after the game today. And then we'll come back next week on the show and we'll see which one of us won.
All right.
How we did.
Yeah.
We're not putting any money on the line, but we're having a little fun. Maybe somebody out there will do not go betting with our predictions here. Please.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should recommend. We're not gurus here, man. I just do it for shits. If I have like $10 spend, sure, why not? I can double my money.
Yeah, I mean, but unless you want to throw, I'll tell you what I'd rather you do. Head over to patreon.com/gunsandradio and pay only $3.99 and you're guaranteed to win only $2.99 and you're guaranteed to win a 7-day free trial to the Guns and Radio's Patreon. And you're also guaranteed to win some awesome content and support. All of our money goes right back into the show, folks. So
yeah.
As a matter of fact, we're getting this thing upgraded, so maybe in a couple of weeks my colors won't look so dull.
Yeah, this is the safest bet you can play, man. Patreon.com/gunsandраdio. Get your 7-day free trial, and then you can only $3 a month. That's pretty damn good, man. For you get early access to the shotcasts. Hell, even like to stuff if we pre-record stuff, like this, you'll get early access to.
If you're on Patreon right now, you're seeing this episode.
Oh yeah, get our new Movies That Rock little sideshow there. We're probably gonna put some more exclusive stuff there too soon. So
I'm gonna go ahead and announce it because I'm going by the same principle. If I announce it now, I'll have to do it. We have a documentary series that is going to be airing sporadically over on, and I'm going to post the first episode this week from the day after this airs. I'm going to post this. I'm going to post it tonight. Fuck it. We're going to post it tonight.
Yeah.
It will be available. Go to Patreon and check out the pilot episode. This is just a pilot, but this is the pilot / first episode of our new documentary series, Road to Democracy. And this is not like just a podcast like everything else. This is something we're actually sinking some time into. So with Road to Democracy, it's the story of your favorite album, Chinese Democracy, and how it came together. We're going to be going year by year. And so go check out the first episode. And if you guys like it, let us know, and we'll make more of those. So if enough of you guys like it, we'll have we'll know it's worth putting the money into. But let's play some bets. What you got for us? I'm gonna put. We're gonna do. Let's try to find like 5 of these.
Yeah, like we were talking off here about some of like the crazy bets there are. Like I saw like there's one you can bet on the predominant color of Taylor Swift's top as of opening kickoff, but in brackets excluding jacket. So
okay,
so you can bet on the color of her top, right when kickoff happens.
Okay, so what color will Taylor's top be at kickoff?
Yeah, so it gives me the options here on the app.
The jacket.
Yeah, so on the app I use, it gives you red, white, black, yellow, or basically anything else other than those.
Okay. And okay, so red, white, black, and yellow are the top contenders. Okay.
Yeah, and then there's one for any other.
Any other.
Yeah, like red's the odds-on favorite. Obviously, you know Kansas City's got red.
I can see her wearing yellow too, though.
Those are some high odds. Those are plus 3,000 odds on those. So like, let's just say if you put $5 on that, shit, you could get 150 right there. If it's yellow, you put $5 on that. Ooh.
What we're gonna do? Each of us has $100 to bet in this imaginary gambling scenario we're doing here.
All right.
So, what color do you want, and how much money do you want to put on it? Because I don't know anything about odds, so I'm going to kind of.
Yeah.
You're teaching me here.
Yeah. Well, usually if the odds in the minus, that means it's a favorite. If it's in the plus, it's like an underdog.
Okay.
Basically, so like if that happens, you'll win more money off of it.
Okay. So red, though, you said is the odds-on favorite to win.
Just the odds-on favorite right now. Yeah. Like you won't get a big payout if you put like $5 or whatever. You'll probably you'll probably make like $2 or something. Not even, yeah, $1.67.
Okay. For every dollar I put on, I'll make 67 cents. You're saying?
Yeah, like the odds are very, very small. I don't know how the calculations work. I just know underdogs and like what's more odds-on favorite.
Okay. So what information do you need to see what we would have won or lost here?
Well, because if like right before I place the bet, I can put like what amount to bet, and it'll give you the payout.
Okay,
it's like $5 to win X amount, and then your payout will be your bet plus your winnings right there.
Okay, so go ahead and pick. What's your first bet? I'm just going to follow your lead.
Well, for that, I picked any other, so I threw $5 on that. 'Cause I don't think it's going to be any of those.
Okay, so any other, and you're saying $5? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to put of this fake $100 that we're spending right now that you're not going to win or lose money on for real? If you had $100 to just go crazy with, what would you bet on?
I throw 20 on Kansas to win by 7. Because that's my prediction.
Hang on, we're getting to that. Let's do that last.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's do that one last because we want to do some weird ones first. What color will Taylor Swift's top be at kickoff minus the jacket?
Yeah, so I put any other in this situation.
And how much you want to put on it right now?
$5.
Just 5 of the 100?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, and white's in there?
Yeah, because that's considered any other, I guess.
Okay. Let's think about this for a second. What has she been wearing to the show? Probably red, white, and yellow.
Yeah, because like red, white, yellow is a very high like underdog though. Red and white are the two like higher favorites here.
It is the Super Bowl. So I think I'm going to go with silver. So I guess I'm going to say any other too.
Any other.
I'm thinking silver. I'm feeling silver for some reason. So I'm going to say any other, but I'm going to go nuts and I'm going to put $15 on it.
Oh, okay.
Because like I said, we're not playing with real money. So fuck it. Let's go crazy. Yeah. What's the next item that we're going to gamble on today?
Oh, hang on. Should we go? No, that's too basic of a bet. Hang on.
I'll be screenshotting these so we can do the calculation before the show next week.
Yeah.
Please. If it won't have any of your personal info in it, then I can make
No,
a
no,
shitty
mine
call.
won't have it. It's fine. Oh, Taylor Swift Super Bowl specials. Here we go.
Oh boy,
So
we're just gonna bet on Taylor Swift shit.
yeah, that's mostly what it is right now.
All right, well let's roll. Let's do it.
There's a bunch of well after that we'll do some Travis Kelce specials here.
All right, what's the next thing we're betting on in our fake?
So Taylor Swift Super Bowl specials. Taylor Swift to be shown during the national anthem. And there's Taylor Swift to be shown more than 5.5 times during the game on the broadcast. Or at least on the Canadian broadcast. Ooh, I don't know. Well, it's gonna be the same feed anyway, so it gives a shit. Same thing.
Okay, so let's do the national anthem. What are the odds so that Taylor will be shown during the national anthem?
Minus 200.
Okay. What do you think?
No, I mean that's too. I don't know. It probably will happen, but I wouldn't like bet money on that.
Don't think it will. I am definitely saying no. And what are the odds on it?
Oh, on the second one or
On the national anthem.
minus 200. So it's an odds-on favorite.
Okay.
Which means it's probably a little more likely.
Okay. Say no, and I'm willing to put $20. I'm willing to put $20 on that. What do you say?
I'm gonna skip that one because there's actually a few different ones. Because this is basically like these like row of specials here basically just show like when how many times she be shown on screen or when she's gonna show up.
Okay,
Whenever they put the camera.
Well, which one do you want to do then? Because
I split mine up. So I'll put 5 on Taylor Swift to be shown more than 5.5 times during the game.
Five and a half. How do you get a half?
So it basically just means 6. So
Okay.
basically more than 5, they just put halves for some reason. It's just stupid. So basically anything more than 5. So it has to be 6 at least to win the money.
So you're saying yes, she will be shown that many times.
Oh hell yeah. Listen, how else are you gonna get the female demographic in there?
Okay, and what do you want to bet on it?
I put 5 on that.
5? Okay, now you know this $100 is fake, right?
I know. But I'm gonna save my stuff for, when
okay,
I'm more confident when it comes to like,
okay,
actually getting the game and MVP and all that.
All right. More than 5 times. I'm gonna say that's once a quarter. Okay, 5 would be once a quarter, and then definitely more than that. Because especially if we get to scoring a lot. But if it's one of those games, who are we playing against? We're playing against the 49ers. So are the 49ers a high scoring team? Now, see, this is what we got to think. Because see if the 49ers, let's see what their score in the last game was. So I'm going to go to NFC Championship 2024. Because if they see, we're to 34.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to be a high scoring. It's probably going to be a high scoring game. So now I'm going to go and let's see. What was the Chiefs score? Chiefs was not a high score because maybe our defense can hold them up, knock that down a peg or two. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say no. Because if it's not a high scoring game, then Travis won't be able to well, he might get some. I'm going to go ahead. I'm change my answer. My final answer is yes, and I'm going to put fuck it. I'm going to put 5 on it too.
Sure.
All right. So at this point, I have 100, and then we take the. I have $. And Chris, you have 90 to play with. So what's the next one?
More Taylor Swift Super Bowl specials. Taylor Swift to be shown during the halftime show, which I also we'll throw $5 on it. That's definitely going to happen. You know, if it's like the Grammys, whatever. Oh, look, I'll show the celebrities, you know, singing the lyrics and dancing their tits off, whatever. Even though they probably hate the guy performing deep down inside.
And what are you going to put on it? $5?
$5. See, these are like prop bets. You don't go too crazy on prop bets.
All right. I'm also going to say no. And I'm going to say no because of the fact that it's another artist and it feels disrespectful to the artist that's performing.
Yes and
Because
no.
they're going to have dancers, they're going to have lights, they're going to have pyro. They're not going to really be looking. They hardly ever get many crowd reaction during the halftime show anyway. They don't like if they cut to the crowd a lot during most halftime shows, I would say there was a pretty good chance. But since they don't really cut to the crowd all that much during the halftime shows that I've noticed, I'm going to say no. All right, what's our next thing? And then we need to either move on from the Taylor Swift stuff, or we need to do one more Taylor one and then do our last pick overall. So
yeah, okay, enough of the Taylor stuff because the next one is basically her being fuck, what was it? Hang on, these are like special like prop bets here. So the last one was Taylor Swift you mentioned during the MVP speech, which I'm like saying no, it's not going to happen. I mean, unless you pick Travis Kelce to be your MVP.
No, I'm thinking Pacheco. And you're saying no?
I would not bet on that. No.
Yeah, she'll be mentioned either.
No way.
I mean, I think Travis, if we win, Travis might say something. She'll be seen with him.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Let's get out of the Taylor stuff and let's go out of prop bets and let's get.
Okay.
We got time for two more, I think, and then
let's do like yeah. Let's do. Speaking of MVP, I would say pick your Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. Chris.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you want me to go first? Okay.
Oh, I'll go ahead and go. I'm going to pick Pacheco.
Okay.
However you say.
Isaiah Pacheco.
How you spell that?
Pacheco.
Okay, so I was right. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll put how much money do I have? $80. I'll put a tenner down on that.
All right.
What do you think? Who do you got?
I'm going with the safe bet here. I'd put Mahomes for MVP. I'll throw 20 on that.
Oh, all right. Chris is ready to play the game. All right. What is our last one? What do you think? Who is going to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we can go with the money line, or we can go with like say like just like straight up like what team we think we're gonna win, or you can do by like the spread. It's like they're gonna win by X amount of points, or the score is gonna be within this amount of points.
Let's keep it simple for the bid and move it along. 50-50. Right. Who do you got?
I got Kansas City.
KC?
Yeah. I throw 20 on that.
I'm going to go with KC also just because that's my team, man. I can't bet against Kansas City. But I'm going to put all of whatever I have left over. I'm going to put all in whatever of my 100 I have left over. So that would be 80, 70, maybe.
Yeah. And then you can bet like total points in the game too. Just that's a whole nother thing.
Well, let's do that. What do you think?
Yeah, because you can go over 47.5 or under 47. Ooh, I don't know. It could be like it's very hard to predict these Super Bowls, man, because you get games like 1 year where they score like 20 points, and it's like the most boring thing ever. Like I think that wasn't last year, like 2 years, a couple years ago. We had a really boring ass Super Bowl. Or you get the ones where it's like, you know, it was like 60 points in the whole game. It's tough, but I think these are two high scoring teams. So I'd say I'll throw like $10 on it being over. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say $10 over 47.5. So
okay. Well, I just realized I have gone way over my budget, so I'm gonna change my Taylor during the anthem to $10, and I'm gonna say. So you're saying it's gonna be over 47?
Yeah, combined. So basically, both teams combine the scores. That's over 47. Oh, these are both teams that can score, man. So.
I'm gonna go under. Fuck it.
All right.
What you gonna put on it? You want to put the rest of your money on it for this bit?
Well, then let me increase my money line, my prediction to 40, and then I'll throw whatever's left on this.
To 40? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Will the game be over or under 40?
Over 47 and a half. Which is what, over 40. Let's do over under 40.
Okay, brother, this is a pop, man. You're confusing the fuck out of me.
No. Well, I'm just going by what's on here, man.
We're going over and under 47, and we're being done with this bit. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
There's our Super Bowl bet picks. We'll come back next week, and we'll tell you who won. I'll get you those, Chris. And grab me some screenshots and send them to me after the show, because that was a impromptu bit. Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to practice that.
It's not the first impromptu bit we've done here, so
yeah. Let's see. Well, before we get on to rock and roll, because I don't want to make like a rock and roll sandwich here. Okay, so before we get on to rock and roll, while we're on the subject of football, there's something America.
Yeah.
There's something I here. Your boy here, Chris Caputo. Hey, come get your boy. He ain't never heard of Hank Williams Jr. What? That's right. This boy Caputo ain't never heard of Hank. How in the hell he ain't heard of Hank Williams Jr.? Is he from Canada or something? Well, it was awkward. Turns out. Oh man, but yeah.
Turns out you're goddamn right, son.
No, it's Canada. Duh, everybody knows it's Canada.
Sure.
It's Nadia.
Yeah.
I know, I've seen the show. But all right. So, Chris, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch Hank Williams Jr. perform Family Tradition from 1982 because I couldn't find a music video of it. And so let's get Caputo's reaction to seeing this the first time. Here we go.
Right.
There he is. He's even wearing a Canadian tuxedo.
Wait, the top's not denim.
Oh, it's not.
Country music singer, always been a real close-knit family.
Just looks like Jim Morrison, but he was born in the South and didn't have a drug addiction.
He does look kind of like if Jim Morrison had a little more meat on his bones.
Yeah, it's Jim Morrison cowboy hat variant.
This is his other Fortnite skin.
Yeah, that'll be $9, please.
My old kinfolks disown some other boys and me. I guess it's because I kind of changed my direction.
Do you know anything about his father, Hank Williams Sr.?
I'm assuming he was like I guess another big country legend, maybe.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So Hank Williams Sr. sang, "There's a tear in my beer 'cause I'm crying for you, dear." You don't remember that?
Never heard that.
Heard of that?
The only country I've heard is 2010's bro country. That's it.
Hank Williams country would have been around the time of not
also
Lawrence
90s
Welk.
country. I know 90s country a little bit.
No, this is long. Well, this is probably this is 82.
Okay, 80s country.
Hank Jr. is around the 70s, I think, making shit, and I don't remember, but his daddy would have been like black and white TV era.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like those how they would have bands and stuff come on and play, like Elvis, Ed Sullivan. That's the guy I'm thinking of. Like Ed Sullivan and shit. I think his dad played Ed Sullivan or something like. I don't remember. There's a famous video of him singing "Tear in My Beer," but it's just him standing in one place, and I guess that's like Ed Sullivan or something. But
yeah,
his dad sang a very specific kind of country, and it was not offensive or anything. Well, then Hank Jr. comes out, and all his songs are about getting drunk and smoking weed.
Yeah,
and very different from his dad. And he's more of like the outlaw kind of country, more controversial, at least back then.
Yeah, early outlaw country.
I don't know who all would have been hanging around from the country scene that was his daddy's friends back in the day.
Johnny
But
Cash.
no, not Johnny Cash, because Johnny Cash was just as fuck. Cash got fucked up in my hometown, and somebody found him naked in their garden. That happened in Starkville, Mississippi.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was probably in the biopic, I think.
They found him outside. Can you imagine looking out your window, seeing a man fucking around in your garden in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m.? So you call the fucking cops because that's what normal people do in that scenario. So the cops get there and they shine the light, and it's Johnny Cash, and he's naked, and he's picking flowers in your garden.
I need to get some pussy.
And then you're like, oh shit, Johnny, if I'd known it was you.
I'm coming in there to fuck your wife.
No, he's got a song though, like All My Rowdy Friends or something. I guess like Merle Haggard. I don't know.
Maybe.
People like that, the old fucking country people he would have been talking about. Conway Twitty, I think, shit like that. George Jones, there's one. Because he says in one song that George Jones did back in 1958.
Lord, I guess I went and broke their family tradition. Yeah, me want to know, Hank, why do you drink? Hank, Rose smoke.
You ain't never heard this for real?
No, but this sounds fucking great so far. My old family says, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. And
oh my god, this is awesome.
Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Over and over, everybody made my prediction. So if I get stoned and sing all night long, it's a family tradition.
you know, it's kind of funny because the background looks like old school Family Feud.
Yeah. A little bit. It gives you the board of like, name 10 drugs you smoked or whatever.
I thought surely when it got to the chorus you would have heard that before. I really didn't expect to get this far into
Honestly,
the bit.
no, but this is great. I do like this line about him being, why do you have to live out the songs that you write? And it's just like, yeah, this guy's more real than the rappers who brag about all the fucking drugs they've done, which they haven't done shit. Some of them do have, but not a lot of them have.
He was well known for getting fucked up and being rowdy back, raising in the day. So I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah. Is this also the guy that Wheeler Walker Jr. is kind of parodying?
I don't know. It could be.
Because it looks very similar to Wheeler Walker Jr. I think that's like
I don't know. I wouldn't say he's probably parodying him. I'd say he's probably inspired by.
Yeah, something more along the lines of that. Similar look.
Yeah.
Even like the songs too. Wheeler Walker Jr. shit's like fucked up beyond belief. But I mean, some of it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch is always a good one when some chick breaks her heart.
Let's hit play real quick.
I am very proud of my daddy's name. Although his kind of blues, my blues ain't played just the same.
Yeah, see, that was another thing. Is because when Hank Jr. first came out, a lot of what he did when he first came out was singing his songs and shit. And then, so like because he would have been around in the 60s too. Because that's right. Junior did those old Ed Sullivan shows and stuff like that. So he probably came out in the 70s and was on TV also. Because I believe when he first came out, he didn't have a beard and his hair was all trimmed and shit.
Yeah.
And he sung, I remember some of his daddy's songs.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Hank Williams, I think this is senior. Dude, he was only like 30 years old.
Yeah, he died from alcohol poisoning or something.
Yeah, like he was. Yeah, so I'm looking. I just looked up like on Wikipedia whatever Hank Williams, and it's like he did die in 1953. Like,
Okay.
damn.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the hell he would have been on then, because he wouldn't. I don't know if he'd have been on Ed Sullivan or not then back then. Whatever,
Probably, yeah.
whatever that TV show of that era was, it was one of those old fucking
Yeah.
shows. Yeah, Hank Senior or Hank Junior, when he first came out, that's what he did was sung his dad's songs, and then he kind of went his own direction, and I
Mhm.
guess it kind of rubbed some people the wrong way. Shit, kind of like when mine went crazy,
Yeah.
and everybody was used to her being Hannah Montana. It's similar, not the same, but similar situation.
Yeah.
I believe I wasn't there. I'm just guessing from what
Yeah,
people have told me.
Hank Williams Jr. was on an episode of the Ed Sullivan Show in December 1963 at the age of
Okay.
14. It's pretty crazy.
Oh wow. Well, let's hear another verse. Spit some more lines at us, Hank.
Stop and think it over. Put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned, sing all night long. It's a
Family tradition.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
Yeah, this is one of those songs that like every country band plays, or you go karaoke night, somebody usually sings this. Either here, especially in the South.
Mhm.
And a honky tonk. Some slicks trying to give me friction. Leave me up. I'm singing all night long. It's a family tradition.
He could also play the shit out of his guitar too, man. Like when there's all kind of cool shit, but because he was, did you ever watch Monday Night Football? All my rowdy friends are coming over tonight.
Is that like the new theme song or something?
That's the old one.
Oh.
That was the theme song of football in the 90s.
Oh,
Monday Night
maybe. I don't
Football.
remember. Yeah.
Back in the day, Monday Night Football come on, it would always start with Hank Williams singing, all my rowdy friends are coming over.
Love some ladies, and I have loved Jim Beam.
Yeah.
And they both tried to kill me in 1973.
Yeah, that happened to me, but it was 2023.
Yeah. All these country guys love their fucking whiskey, and then they start their own fucking whiskey. And,
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Hank Jr. had a whiskey.
I mean, like Florida Georgia line, I think had one like a few years ago, but now they're broken
That
up.
would
So I don't
be
know who gets that.
very. You know what? I think Hank Jr. probably has a bar. I think if we looked it up, I am pretty
He
sure.
probably
I
has some.
remember-
Yeah, definitely in Nashville. There's a Hank bar.
Yeah, I am certain he owns a bar.
And when that doctor asked me, son, how'd you get in this condition? I said, a head saw bones, I'm just carrying on an old family tradition.
And see now, everybody sings along here. They say, and then you say to get drunk, to get stoned. You know, that's what people sing Dream out there. There you go. So now you've officially heard family tradition. Do you feel like you're a different?
Kind of, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, and I wanted my parents to go fuck themselves. I'm gonna drink and smoke. Fuck you, mom and dad. I'm gonna get drunk and stoned. What's that?
I bet your parents probably have heard of Hank Williams. I don't know though, because you guys
That's
are
the
from
thing.
Canada.
Yeah, my parents were much like in a country. Like my dad listens to, fuck. like stuff that he always brings up to me, like in conversation, is usually a lot of R&B, funk, and soul from like the 70s and 80s. So
I
he's
guess
into
that
like,
makes
yeah,
sense.
he's into like Earth, Wind, and Fire, Chicago, a lot of stuff like that, Cool and the Gang.
Yeah. But I mean, I think he still would have heard of him because we still heard of, like Georgia Line. We've heard of them and shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm from the same wrestling territory as Nashville.
Mhm.
So, I feel like that kind of music would have been more prominent in the 70s and everything in my era or in my area.
Mhm.
In the,
I mean, country over the last, like, I would say 15 years here, at least, my neck of the woods has definitely blown up a lot.
well, it's because of
When
liquor and whores.
yeah, way more pop and stuff too. So, but I mean, like
Red.
the '90s country was fucking huge in Canada. We got Shania Twain, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forget she's Canadian.
Oh yeah, it's one of
Man,
the
that
best.
just
Kicks
checks, man.
ass.
Why Canadian chicks are so hot?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
tell
know it.
you something, man. I'm a kid that grew up watching Degrassi, and that's one thing I learned a long time ago is Canadian chicks are fucking hot.
Yeah.
And man, I'm gonna tell you, first time I almost got with a Canadian chick was such a weird fucking experience. I was on you remember when Justin TV and stuff was there? Like it was kind of like Twitch, but you didn't have to play video games.
Yeah, it was like the first thing of like live streaming in the mid to late
Yeah.
2000s. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had similar to this one, except for the way we changed cameras was very janky. But we
Mhm.
had a multiple camera setup, very cheaply made. But they put us on the front page a lot because of
Mhm.
we had multiple multi cams and we had graphics on screen and shit
Mhm.
like that. And we looked like a real show, and not everybody could do that yet. And so they would put us on there a lot. But then sometimes I would log on, not stream, but just watch other people's shit to get ideas, and I'd steal from a lot of people.
Mhm.
And sorry, it's what you do. Steal from one person, it's plagiarism. Steal from a lot of people's research. And
Exactly.
I'd be doing research. So there was this one thing that it was well known for back then was really fucking hot girls. Okay.
Oh,
And so all they do is sit there and listen to Lady Gaga. There was one girl I used to watch. Her name was Samantha, and man, she was really hot. I never simped out and like sent her any money or anything like some of
hell
the
no.
dudes did with their super chats and shit. But I was in the chat playing around, with everybody
Mhm.
else. And so I got on, and there was really hot Canadian. And dude, there was like 1,000 fucking more than 1,000 people watching this chick, and she was just answering questions and being hot. And I said something in the chat, and she responded to me on camera, and then I kind of laughed because I made a joke and I got a reaction. So I was just about to move on, and then she private messaged me and said, "I'm going to be done in about 10 minutes. Hang around and let me get your info."
Oh dang.
So I said, "Okay." So I hung around till the end of the show, and then she private messaged me, and we went in a private like chat
Mhm.
together.
Yeah.
And me and that chick sat there and talked for 4 hours, and we
Damn.
did it again. Like we spent a very long lot. We spent a regular amount of time. I didn't have an internet girlfriend or anything. I wasn't going to do
Mhm.
that, but I
Yeah.
did spend a lot of time talking to this chick, and it all started. So I've literally scored a fucking hot girl on the internet from being in her chat on her
Yeah.
TikTok. That
From
would be
watching
the equivalent of what I did.
yeah.
I can't remember her fucking name to say because I only remember her name now, but that's all I got while I was there. It wasn't worth pursuing. She was in Canada and I worked at Pizza Hut. There was no fucking way.
Nice.
But it did happen. By God, your boys pulled it from all others.
By God
Your boy used
Almighty,
to be smooth, man.
by hook or by crook.
That's what you got to do, man. You got to. That's the right attitude. Anyway, what are we doing?
Rock and
Let's see.
roll news, man. I got a
Oh,
question.
wait. Before we move on from country, let's get out of rock and roll because we're going to start this off. I'm going to say something, then let's move on because I don't want it to be a sad episode.
Yeah.
Before we get out of the country music realm and start really digging into some rock and roll, which you guys came for, I know. I'm going to say something. We lost country music legend Toby Keith, who
Yeah.
I've always felt was more southern rock, but listening to some of his music, some of his older shit especially, he's definitely a country guy. but we lost him to stomach cancer this week, man, and that was heartbreaking news for me, man, because I've always wanted to see Toby Keith live, and I feel bad, family and shit. But we lost a legend, man, and music in general. So I feel like we should say something there
Oh,
on
absolutely,
that
yeah.
story.
Because the news was like so sudden. I remember like just looking at like Instagram on someone's story. It was like early in the morning, like on Monday, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I was like,
Yeah,
oh fuck, Toby Keith. Like, damn it, we lost another one. Shit.
but I didn't even realize he was sick because I don't really follow country all that much
Yeah, I didn't hear
uh,
much.
up until like when I found out he died, I looked it up, like his last televised performance in December. And
When?
December.
Oh, back not too long ago. Dang.
Yeah, no, it wasn't all that long ago. But when they showed him, man, you know how Toby Keith's pretty bulky and he's a
Yeah.
big dude. He
hmm
was so skinny and frail looking, man. That like,
Damn.
oh man, it was really sad. But he
Yeah.
I guess he quit. He stopped the chemo,
Maybe or
and because I
maybe.
remember seeing an interview where he said uh, he was done with the chemo,
hmm
and at this point he's at peace with whatever is going to happen. It's going to happen.
I guess maybe he thought, just screw it. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but it was kind of sad. But yeah, man, that's a sad situation, man, because it sucks because everybody can relate to that because we all know somebody going through that. We may not know that they're going through it, and they may not know that we're going through it, but man, we all know somebody that's having to deal with that in some way or another, whether it's them going through it or one of their family members or something. So
Yeah.
yeah, we don't want to dwell on it too much. We want to say rest in peace, Toby Keith, man. I was a big fan anyway, and I hope everybody there finds peace and shit. But now
Also,
with that,
great suplex, Toby Keith. I'll give you that.
oh yeah, I remember that because that night he suplexed Jeff Jarrett on TNA on the
Bro,
first
not
TNA.
just a suplex. He fucking put a delay on that suplex, and it looked damn good.
Yeah, he held him up for a minute. I remember.
Yeah, he got a few seconds out of him, and I mean, like him and Jeff Jarrett, I think were like pretty close. I remember listening to a lot of My World. I think one time he tried to get Toby Keith to help get because Toby Keith had a lot lot of money. He's like, Toby, let's
Yeah,
go buy TNA or some shit. So Toby Keith
yeah,
almost won
Toby Keith.
TNA.
Yeah, he almost. I remember that he almost did because there was something though in the contract, like he wasn't willing to pay for it because they wanted to keep Dixie in charge. That was going to be
Yeah,
part of the thing. Is
and then
that
they're like,
Dixie
no,
Carter had to, and he was like, "Well, fuck that. That don't make
yeah,
no sense." The deal. He wasn't going to fund somebody else's company.
yeah,
So, and I don't blame him. But Billy Corgan was stupid enough to do.
yeah, and then he ruined the NWA.
Yeah,
He almost
but
had a
anyway.
TV deal. We had to have a guy doing below on a pay-per-view.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Anyway,
what the fuck?
we've talked about country music, football, and a little bit of wrestling. So at this point, I'm gonna get us back on track, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for rock and roll headline news.
Woo-hoo. Hell yeah, we got some news. We got some tour announcements, some tour extensions of sorts, some other ones. But speaking of, I think first things first, let's kick off with some AC/DC news finally. So I don't know if you guys been seeing on social media recently, if you're on Twitter X or YouTube. Not I don't know if that's YouTube. Sorry, Instagram. I mean, well, if you're on YouTube, sub to us, by the way. But also,
Fuck
um,
yeah.
yeah, sorry, shameless plug. Anyways, you've been seeing on Instagram, on Twitter or whatever. They've been posting these like short little video clips. It's the AC/DC logo, and it keeps counting down like 5, 4. I think we're gonna be at 3 the day
Yeah,
after
well,
this.
I
We're
would
gonna
hope
put
we're
this.
gonna go.
Yeah, so
to
apparently
3.
this coming Monday there's going to be some big AC/DC announcement. There's a lot of rumors that I've been reading about the last little while. I read some rumor they're going to do a couple shows in Brazil this year.
Hmm.
Now I'm seeing on Reddit, there's a rumor that they're doing a 10-date US stadium tour.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So like the rumor is, they're doing New York, Miami, Vegas, Chicago, Detroit, San Francisco, Atlanta, Phoenix, Seattle, and Dallas. Like those 10 markets.
Okay, so they're going to the biggest of the big.
I mean, it is AC/DC. Those guys are one of the last few
Oh, yeah.
bands that could do a stadium, like them, Guns N' Roses. Even if you're talking, even going not just in the classic rock sort of sphere, but even in the pop punk sphere, Blink-182, Green Day are doing stadiums this summer as well. So
It's going to be an action-packed summer for you
hell
concert
yeah.
goers.
So we'll see Monday what the big announcement is, whether it's a small tour or any tour of any sorts. I think would be great. After seeing them at Power Trip last year, that was pretty cool, man. I've seen the clips and the highlights of that stuff. It's really
Yeah.
cool to see Brian Johnson back out there playing for the first time in, geez, I think it was like 7-8 years almost.
Oh,
With,
wow.
Angus and Cruz. So,
Oh, man. But yeah, that's going to be an exciting time. So if you guys get a chance to go see that show, let us know and give us your opinion on it, and we'll talk with you. We might, maybe somebody will be bootlegging it on Facebook or something, because I'm sure the tickets are going to be like $500.
Mhm.
I've already got a shit booked this summer. My concert season starts this month. I've got a concert. Going to see Dropkick Murphys later on this month.
Yeah. Honestly, I just got an email actually for like 2-for-1 tickets for Avenged Sevenfold. I'm kind of considering maybe going. So you can get like 2 for the price of 1. So
Oh yeah, man, take your girl and everything.
yeah, well, maybe we'll see. I don't know. We'll see if
There you
anyone's
go.
down. Yeah, I gotta check out that new album they released. I don't know. I've heard mixed things about it. So
Yeah, I heard it was a piece of shit. That came from Matt Manzella, so I trust his judgment.
yeah, that's true. I did like the album before they had the stage was pretty interesting as like a concept sort of album.
I think the prime time to see Avenged Sevenfold live, I think, would have been the City of Evil era.
Even the album after that, even if I Hail to the King era, I think I remember seeing Avenged open
Yeah.
for Metallica in 2008, 2009, right after Death Magnetic came out.
I've not looked at their set list. I've not looked at their set list lately, but they being Avenged Sevenfold. But the last time or what I fear would be the problem is they've had so many albums that I didn't hear between now and the last time I was a fan of theirs that I'm
Yeah,
afraid that their set list is just going to be jam packed with shit I don't give a fuck about, because there's a
yeah.
very specific era. I like there's a window. I think it starts at City of Evil,
Mhm.
and maybe it ends at Bad Country, or I don't remember what the fuck albums they all
Oh,
they have.
Nightmare. I think from hang on, I'm trying to think like
The
City of
mid
Evil.
2000s, that sweet spot that everybody
Yeah,
loses the
City of
step.
Evil, self-titled was a couple years after that, and then Nightmare. I think that's a great
Okay.
3-album run right there.
Anything before that, I couldn't give two shits about, and anything after that, I really couldn't give two shits about.
Yeah.
So what I'm afraid would happen is I would go to the concert, and I did have Avenged Sevenfold tickets last year, but I sold them because I got to thinking about it. And I would go to the concert. It's going to be packed with songs from all these other albums I don't give two fucks about, and then I'm going to
Yeah.
get 3 songs like beer.
Yeah. And honestly,
But if
yeah.
2 for 1 and then get you laid, go ahead, brother. Take your lady friend.
Yeah.
Have some
That's
fun, man.
before that, I'm like, oh, tickets aren't too bad. They're like, like $60-$70. So that's pretty decent. They're trying to get rid of these tickets, it looks like.
Well, I don't know, man. That might be a red flag. Fuck it, dude. $60 for 2 tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not far from me. Yeah, it's in Toronto. So like I'd
How
literally
far would you have to drive?
not far. Honestly, I could take the subway. There's like a
Oh,
subway
well,
like
fuck it,
station
dude.
like
Dude,
20
I
minutes
do
from my
that
house,
all
and I'll
day.
take the subway, and the subway's connected literally right to the arena there. So
Oh, that's a good idea, man. You might even sell one to one of your buddies at work or something. I would do that then, yeah.
yeah,
It was right there in
yeah.
my
So I
backyard.
just got an email about it. I was like, oh sweet, you can get it up until next Wednesday. So sweet.
Well, let us know how it goes, man, and what you
Hell yeah.
decide. That'd be an interesting thing to follow
Yeah.
up on.
And speaking of concerts, shows, whatever, a couple tour announcements here we have. Def Clock is going on tour with Dragon Force this year in 2024.
Whoa! Hold up.
Oh yeah.
Hang on. I'm getting. Are they on sale? Have tickets gone on sale yet?
Yeah, so they do have a show actually in Kansas City, April 16th, Uptown Theater.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
shit.
It's all US dates, nothing in Canada, but yeah, the tour starts April 7th going till May 3rd.
Death Clock. Where is it? Show me. April 7th?
Yeah, April 7th. Sorry, not April 7th, sorry. April was it? April
Found it,
16th.
Uptown Theater.
Yeah.
Oh, and some other band I never heard of.
Yeah, it's Dragon Force and these guys Necro Goblin support.
Oh yeah. Hang on, I'm buying these tickets real quick. Dude, that is fucking insane.
Yeah, they go on sale. But yeah, by the time this airs, they'll be on sale, but like they go on sale February 9th, 10 a.m. local time. So
damn. Oh, it's looking like the tickets are going to be affordable too. It looks like they're in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, I'd say for like a small show like this, but that's pretty cool, man. Death Clock, you see Dragon Force, you get to hear Through the Fire and Flames. Fuck yeah.
Hang on. Sorry, brother. That blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
And I'm sending this to a guy, one of my buddies, because I think he would be interested. So anyway, what other news you got while Dustin fucks off on his phone?
Yeah. Well, speaking of more tours, guess what? Creed has extended their tour, and they're bringing on Wolfgang Van Halen and Three Doors Down and Finger 11 on a couple of dates as well. So if you're not going to be able to see them on the Summer of '99 tour, don't worry. They're going to be touring throughout November and December, and they're making another stop in Toronto, which unironically, I kind of want to just go just for shits. So if I can get tickets for cheap.
If I could get tickets for cheap to see Creed, I would go.
Fuck yeah. You take me high.
Yeah, I've noticed they've made a big comeback.
Oh yeah, they're back. They're reunited now. They may work on new music. I've been hearing like there may be some new music they're working on or something. So who knows, man? It's Alter Bridge before Alter Bridge.
Yeah, that because Alter Bridge is Creed with a new lead singer, right?
Yeah, it's Creed with Miles Kennedy basically, and they went like a different, harder rock, even a little metalish that route too, which is crazy. Shout out to Mark Tremonti, man. That guy's an underrated guitarist.
Wait, who?
Mark Tremonti is the guitarist of Creed, Alter Bridge. I think he has his own solo stuff too. He's good, man. I've seen like some stuff he's done. He's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nice. So yeah, because actually they're coming to Toronto this summer, but I think the show's already sold out, which I'm just like, fuck. So there's another chance to see him again. We'll see. Because one of my buddies was like, yeah, I ironically kind of want to just go just for shits. I'm like, all right, sweet. Here's some weird arms waddle upon. When you are with me,
oh man. Yeah, I would go to that if I could get it for like $30-$40. I'd go to that.
Yeah.
I'd go see Nickelback too if they were close enough and it was cheap. And it was part of a festival or something where I got a shit ton of bands. Mm-hmm. I'd go to some butt rock fucking festival if it was in St. Louis, if I got like 5 or 6 good bands that I liked. True. Or at least had enough songs that I would enjoy walking around, because I wouldn't get in the pit, but I'd stand around, drink beer, and smoke weed and listen to the music.
That's true. One last tour announcement, actually. The Beach Boys are going on tour in 2024. Yeah, the Endless Summer Gold Tour.
Wait.
Yeah, the Beach Boys. Well, there's no Brian Wilson, so
they'd have to be like 90. How the fuck are these guys?
Bro, it's Mike Love. I don't know how this guy has enough energy to do it. So
there's no way. It can't be the original.
Yo, it's Mike Love, Bruce Johnson. Maybe Brian Wilson's gonna join up there. I don't know.
Original Beach Boys, or is this another band? Kind of like how Quiet Riot is another band, Quiet Riot.
No, it's still the Beach Boys. I mean, Brian Wilson's had his share of whatever being in the band, but Mike Love still kind of runs the show, the shots, even though he's a fucking idiot.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's
What's his name? Mike Love?
Mike Love, yeah.
Alexa, how old is Mike Love from the Beach Boys?
Is 82 years old.
Fucking 2?
Yeah. And this tour somehow isn't sponsored by AARP, which is fucking boggles my mind.
Son of a bitch. They can't be having a big. They're not having a big tour like GNR has.
Oh, dude, it's huge, man. They're starting in Hawaii. They're doing they're doing 2 shows in one day. Even they're doing matinees and then a night show at the same venue. Like, there's a lot here, man. They're doing a lot of casinos and stuff, but still, or like smaller performing arts halls. A lot of shows in Florida. There's New Orleans. They're fucking playing Stagecoach this year. Holy sh! Stagecoach running out of country acts to play there. Okay, cool. I think I saw a show in Kansas City here. I believe. Yeah, they're doing Uptown Theater in Kansas.
It's all good if they are. I'm not going to that.
Yeah, but yeah, it's basically a show where the old folks can go because there's a matinee one, so they can go and then go to sleep at 5 p.m. So. Yeah, again, nice 1 p.m. Whatever, give them a quick little show, and then off to the home again.
They know that they know their audience, and their audience doesn't drive well at night.
Yeah, that's true, man. Half of them probably have glaucoma. How can they even drive during the day at this point?
Oh man, that's so close for me.
Yeah,
I've got 20 years left, brother. Till I start breaking down.
Yeah, they're gonna be wheeled out to a matinee Beach Boys show where they'll somehow still be alive at 104.
We'll be doing this podcast. Be like, Guns N' Roses going on tour again. I'm gonna go, fucking how?
They just get wheeled on and do an all acoustic set. Somehow they still sell at a stadium, even though it's just all acoustic. And they don't move at all.
Oh, man. Like if it was one of those fucking hologram shows, okay, that. Wow.
Well, we'll see, man. 2030, we'll see the GNR Avatar show. Who knows?
That's how you know somebody loves what they do, right there.
Yeah, man.
What else you got?
Here's some. So Sebastian Bach was on doing some interview recently. He was on Talkin' Rock with Meltdown. Also, shout out to Meltdown. I believe he follows us on Twitter. So
nice.
Yeah, I believe he's like a local. He's in Detroit. I think he does rock radio in Detroit, and he gets a lot of good interviews and stuff. So Sebastian Bach, he has a bunch of unreleased Skid Row material apparently that he wants to release, but the likelihood of that happening is the likelihood of happening is that is very unlikely because they still, he still has beef with, the other guys and stuff. Yeah.
With a new band and do it Axl Rose style.
Yeah.
Wanted to.
So what he says he has an unreleased 24-track reel-to-reel tapes from where they recorded in Electric Ladyland studio. A bunch of songs that they never put out. He even said they recorded every show on the Slate to the Grind tour from the soundboard. So he has literally live recordings of an entire tour.
Oh, nice.
Which is crazy. And like they could honestly do that, like, what Kiss did recently, those off the soundboard releases, off the board, whatever, from like random shows from different eras.
I'm surprised nobody's made a Netflix for concerts. You know what I'm saying?
There's a couple, but they're like, I don't know.
There's one for Broadway, but there's not one for fucking I can go on and just watch concerts.
Yeah, the only sort of streaming service I know is like Thunderflix, but that's more for like metal, and that's more like, documentary and TV shows based on like, rock and metal. And then I think there's one for concerts, Kello, I believe it's called QELLO, but it's like from a different array of artists. I don't know, depending on what artists you get on there.
Enough of you get in our Patreon and give us the money to do that. We will launch that someday.
Oh, absolutely. We got to get some, famous billionaire to fund us, and that's it.
I know, man. So if you've got $1 billion, use the QR code here on the screen.
Yeah.
And let's talk business, man. Let's do this.
Exactly. Either that, or I'm just gonna tweet Tony Khan like 600 times, and maybe he'll agree.
alternatively, what's more likely will happen? He'll do it himself, and we'll subscribe to it. Just if you do that and you got the idea from this, just give us a tweet or something.
Yeah, at least give us like a free year membership or something, or at
Fuck
least a
that.
sneak
Put us
preview.
on it. Put us on the platform. God damn it.
Honestly, why not, dude? We need the money, man. Listen, Joe Rogan extended his deal with Spotify. Now we need a platform deal.
That's right.
Exclusivity.
We are a for-profit entity. So
Yeah, barely for profit.
well, let me tell you, we're gonna be paying them LLC fees any fucking way. So
Yeah,
I guess it don't really fucking matter.
that's true, brother. But I
Especially
think
if enough of you get on Patreon, we're gonna have to file an LLC.
yeah.
I don't want it fucking up my taxes, man.
Hell no, man.
But anyway, is that all the rock and roll news we got?
I think we should wrap it up actually with some Guns N' Roses news. So recently it was Duff's birthday. Happy belated Duff. And then right after that it was Axl's birthday. So happy belated birthday, Axl Rose. We found this great article about you on Loudwire about 10 of the nicest things that Axl Rose has ever done.
Yeah, that's right, kids. And if you also want to see a funny bit, head over to our archives. Check out episode 146. It was called "Good Enough," and in that episode, Chris and that's the one we were gonna isolate the clip and put it out this week, but we're having problems with our video editor. So for now, head over there and check out that episode. And we do a bit where it was Axl's 60th birthday. And we sent a bunch of random shit off of eBay to his house.
I think we sent it to his publishing company or something because I couldn't find his exact address. I mean, that would be a little fucked up.
Let's play a trivia game, Chris. Can you remember 2 things that we sent him?
I know we sent him a Ninja Turtles lunchbox because I remember there was the whole story. There was the whole story of him being late for a show because TMNT 3 was on TV and he had to stay and watch the whole thing before he could go perform.
Now, I watched the tour this time, and I did not see him come on stage with a Ninja Turtles lunchbox.
Yeah, I didn't see it in any, backstage behind the scenes photos or anything. So,
but he wouldn't have carried that in himself anyway. So
that's true. He has enough lapdogs to do that for him. Maybe it's in his secret little office on the side of the stage. Maybe. Yeah,
that's Fernando's job.
Yeah, is that where he puts the oxygen thing too? He packs in his little.
No. I'm sorry, that's Betta's job. Lunchbox.
Yeah.
And she crust off those sandwiches. I'm just saying. She cut. She's a crust cutter. And so listen, man. If a woman makes you a sandwich and cuts the crust off of it, you need to marry that woman.
No, Axl know that crust. No.
Not saying that Axl and Betta are married, but I think I said that on the show.
Well, they have a very tight relationship. Let's just say that.
It's harmonious.
If you will. I remember there was that, and then we got him, I think, because we know he's good pals with Nicolas Cage. So
okay,
we got the Nicolas Cage pillow or something, like a throw pillow. Something like
that. I think the one we ended up, I don't think we got the one on the show. I think we ended up getting was the sequin one. Where it was like silver sequin, but then when you moved the things over, it made Nicolas Cage's face. So I'm hoping that maybe nobody knows that, whoever opened that box. And so I think this is maybe sitting on somebody's couch or something in some big mansion in a room they never use. And nobody has figured out that the sequin's over. It's going to have Nicolas Cage's face on it. I'm going to tell myself that some rich person ended up with this, and they're going to be having a fancy dinner party in a ballroom, and somebody's going to sit down and move the cushion, and then they're going to do it just right so it uncovers some of Nicolas Cage's face in the middle of this fancy dinner party with shrimp cocktail and shit, and champagne.
I've been here all along.
It'd be really funny to me. But okay, so that was 2 things we sent them. But if you want to find out what the rest of it was, go to the archives and check out that episode because it's a funny bit. It's a funny bit.
Oh, man, it was quite a good bit, honestly. Man, we should have sent him some Guns and Radio merch this year, but then I think we would have got sued or something.
No.
Well, then again, we didn't make like a an alcohol named after Guns N' Roses, so we wouldn't get sued anyways. So.
Well, listen, man, we're a fan podcast, and we don't need to poke that bear too fucking much if we don't need to. So
That's true. That's true.
That kind of feels like poking the bear a little bit.
That's true.
But I mean, by all means, Axl, if you know about us, which I don't think he does, if you even know we exist and you want any of our fucking merch, you just let us know. We'll have that shit. We'll have that shit sent to you so quick it'll make your fucking head spin. Wouldn't that be some shit? He comes out on stage wearing our shirt one day.
Yeah.
You know what? I think the scenario would be like getting somebody like Ford.
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
Because we are launching T-shirts, by the way. We're going to be using an app called Spring to put those out. No spoilers, because I got to say it or I won't do it.
Yeah.
We're going to be putting some of those out, and maybe we should make a flat-ass Fortis T-shirt.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Either that or just put the Guns N' Radio logo with like a picture of a cat. Because, Axl will definitely wear anything with cats in it. But no, hang on. Even better. It has to be Taylor Swift's character in that god-awful remake of Cats.
Here's what we need to do. We need to get a picture, one of my pictures that I took of the band, and like when they're bowing before at the end of a concert, and then put it on a T-shirt and have all the people labeled, and then we'll have say Axl over his face, or we'll do autographs. We'll have Axl's autograph over his head. We'll have Slash's autograph, then we'll have Dust, and then next to Fortis we'll put Izzy Stradlin's autograph.
No, even better. If we could find Paul Tobias's autograph, we're putting that there.
I don't know, because everybody Google and it showed us a picture of Richard Fortis. We did that on the show, right?
Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
I can't remember if we did it on the air.
That's like the rhythm guitarist curse. You always get confused for someone else or the previous guy that was there. Just put Gilby Clark's fucking autograph
there. Yeah. And Frank.
Yeah. Frank. Poor Frank. He's not even on the studio tracks they do. They just use brain stuff.
I know, man. Dude ain't making no money if they ain't touring. I feel so bad for you, boy.
Yeah, dude's got to pay for his divorce somehow.
Damn. Oh, he was married?
Yeah, I think a few months ago. I remember, like, he was married for like a year and a bit, and then, like, and then it was like, saw the news, oh, Frank Furr's getting divorced. Oh, okay.
Sorry. She got him.
Yep. One way or another.
He hooked him. So anyway, it's Axl's birthday, so we're going to read a few of these Loudwire article. The nicest things Axl Rose has ever done, and these are the top 10. So the first one is he hired Dizzy Reed because he was broke.
Yep.
That's pretty nice.
That's very nice. Yeah. So I guess they were friends since the club days, and they kept in touch. And Axl basically just gave him a job after a while. So.
Good man.
Good man.
Axl's got a bad rep, but he's also got, from people that have been around him, they always have really nice things to say about him.
Oh, yeah. There's lots of nice things, good stories.
Yeah. Mine has shitted out. So what's the next one? You read the next one.
So he helped jumpstart Blind Melon's career. Because I know him and, Shannon Hoon, the lead singer of Blind Melon, they had a bit of success in the early 90s. And then, because Shannon and Axl are both from the same town in Indiana. So then they had like sort of a connection. They weren't like super friendly. I mean, yeah. So if you remember the video for Don't Cry, you see Shannon Hoon in there because he does backing vocals on the actual track as well. And I think he has backing vocals on a couple other tracks on both of the Illusions albums, I'm pretty sure. But I think his more noticeable one is Don't Cry because he's actually in the video for it as well. And he did perform it live a lot of times as well. I think Blind Melon, I believe, opened for GNR in a few dates as well. And then Shannon would come in whenever they do Don't Cry, him and Axl. So yeah, and then I think that was around the time their first album came out, I think in 91, 92. For those that know, like their biggest hit, No Rain, you'll know if you're in the sort of like rock scene in the 90s. So yeah, having that association with GNR, I think would definitely help jumpstart any band's career realistically.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. to Shan Hoon though, Max. I think after their second album, he passed away.
Was he the cake jumper?
No, he was not the cake jumper. We never found out who that guy is.
I know. I really was hoping Tara and Robin was going to. That was their mission in life at one point. Was crack that mystery, and now nothing lasts for podcast. Yeah. Part of me, the competitive part of me, should be like, oh, well, good, there's one less around, so that's more people. But it's the internet. Everybody listens to what they want anyway, so there's we don't have that competition for real anymore. Anyway, but I was a fan of theirs. I was like, man, I was really hoping they'd crack that mystery. I think you guys have got some unfinished business with finding the cake jumper here. And I feel like you guys are missing out on a golden opportunity to be the ones to crack that. So, wants to find out. Part of me doesn't want to. I would rather them find out than me.
Yeah, because their whole mission was about November Rain and the whole music video in and of itself as well. But yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
Move on to the next one. Basically, a nice thing Axl Rose done. He wanted the spaghetti incident to bring attention to punk artists.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
a lot of those have been out for a while, but I guess it makes sense because they really weren't playing punk music anywhere popular at the time. So if you found out about GNR from the radio, you're not going to find out about the Sex Pistols in '93.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
I mean, back then we also didn't have Sirius and we have we didn't have satellite radio and we didn't have streaming. So if you didn't go buy the punk rock albums, you really had no access to the genre or would know anything about it. Unless you had, unless you lived near a venue or something. And so, I mean, yeah, that's a good thing. It was the perfect time to do something like that. Today, it seems redundant. Like people, I think, would take for granted how nice of a fucking gesture that is by today's standards, because today we have the internet, we have satellite radio, we have access to anything we want at our fingertips constantly.
I think any cover album would turn out better than Danzig covering Elvis. So at this point, I'll take it.
Yeah, still not my favorite GNR album. I'm sorry, but the next one says he takes care of the people he cares about. Well, we know that. We've seen him. Put up,
especially for Brazilian.
Yeah. He visited an adolescent cancer hospital, looks like in 2006.
Yeah, he paid a visit to the Teenage Cancer Trust ward in London. They just wrapped up a part of their tour in Europe. They were so touched that Axl went to visit the Teenage Cancer Trust ward in London. Axl spent time speaking with each of the patients individually, asking about their diagnosis and treatment and what they enjoyed doing when they were not in the hospital. Speaking with patients after Axl's visit, I get a real sense of just how excited they were to have met him and how much it lifted their spirits. And there are photos too, so there is proof that this does exist.
So if you're one of those bands that I heard about, like I think it was One Direction that turned down a fucking Make-A-Wish kid because it wasn't making enough money.
Yeah. What the fuck, you the Ultimate Warrior? You can't turn down Make-A-Wish kids.
Yeah. If you know Axl Rose's reputation, by his reputation alone, how big of a piece of shit should that make you feel like if you're one of the people that's turned one of those down?
Yeah, and this was 06 Axl. This was I'm still late for every show Axl.
Yeah, this would still punch you in the face, Axl.
Yeah, this is Axl like fucking gone to a fight with Tommy Hilfiger. Don't forget that.
Yeah. And so even he was a better person than, well, I'm not saying even he, like he's a shitty person, but I don't think person.
Yeah. Well,
for his
yeah.
Or what the fuck ever people say about him.
Yeah.
What's that say about the other people that turned it down? That's my point.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Next
if
on the
you
list,
believe that shit.
Yeah. But believe what you want to see internet. Anyways, the next thing here, he flew the opening act on his private jet after their bus broke down. So this is from when the Suicide Girls were opening up for GNR, I think in the mid 2000s. So Missy Suicide, founder of the Suicide Girls burlesque group, told Appetite for Distortion, shout out Brando.
Shout out Brando.
About the time the group were touring with Guns N' Roses, their bus unfortunately broke down and there weren't. And Missy wasn't there to physically help the girls, so Rose flew them all in his private jet.
Nice.
Yeah.
The next one is he filled in for AC/DC when they couldn't finish the tour. We're going to talk a little bit more. Well, we're going to kind of look at the aftermath of that act that he did. In a way,
Yeah.
some people believe that was the beginning of the end of it. That was how he ruined his voice.
Mm-hmm. The next one here, you gifted Dave Grohl the guitar as a thank you gift. I guess this was in return for Dave lending Axl the throne for those few months while his leg was still broken. So
yeah, that was right when Slash and them came back too. So like the broken leg couldn't have happened at a worse time. But he was a fucking champ, and he got through it. He invited a server who was giving a racist note to an AC/DC concert.
I remember this one. Yeah,
this is fucked up though that shit still happened. This was in 2016.
Yeah.
She was left a receipt on the table that read, "We only tip citizens." Man, y'all are cold fucking blood. Where did that happen?
It was in Virginia.
Virginia, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
Yeah.
Y'all supposed to be over there in the Capitol and like, you know what I mean? Y'all supposed to be representing us a lot better than that. Shitty. Disappointed. Your internet fathers are disappointed in you.
Absolutely.
Your internet uncles. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Not like the married kind. Anyway, he gifted Cherry nice presents on tour.
Oh, I remember hearing this story. Is this also one from? I think this also is from Appetite for Distortion. Shout out Brando. Yeah, because I remember hearing this on Brando's podcast when he interviewed Josh Todd from Buckcherry. So Buckcherry is opening for Guns in 2011, 2012, and then he tells a story about Axl coming out with a bag from Best Buy, and he basically gave all of them an iPad from Best Buy. He said, "Thanks for coming on the tour." Because they didn't really get to interact much, I guess, due to like whatever shit happening. So at least he said, here's some gifts.
Good man. All right. Well, and the wind blew the rest away. All right. So
that's pretty much it for news and stuff. And so happy belated Axl, happy belated Duff. Hope y'all doing well.
Yeah.
And get some new music for us. Let's go.
That's right. We want to see you guys back in black or red or jeans or what the fuck. Definitely be wearing clothes.
Yeah.
That's about all we ask. Show up on stage. Maybe show up to the studio. I think more people would be happy if they showed up at a studio.
Yep.
Because fans seem to bitch every time they say, "Oh, goddamn, now I'm fucking tour again. We ain't gonna get a fucking album." We ain't gonna get a fucking album. No way, dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can hang that up. Might as well get something. But anyway, right now we're going to get Back in Black. And this is Axl Rose performing in 2016? No, this was last year.
Because I remember they played this cover. It was only a handful of times, but they did it during some parts of the Europe 2022 tour.
Okay. All right.
This is also, I think, the time they brought Walk All Over You, another AC/DC cover, which we've also reviewed. That's in the archives
nice.
Somewhere. Yeah, I remember we did that sometime last year, I remember.
I don't know if we'd done that or not, or if we'd put that in the wheel. I knew it was in the wheel, but I forgot that we did that. But okay. Yeah, shows how much I fucking remember. Anyway, here's Back in Black. I just tried what I looked for. I want to say before we get started, what I was looking for when I ripped this video off the internet was just whichever one was the best quality. And so I don't know where this is when it was. It was just the best quality copy.
Audio-wise, yeah.
Yeah. Is that loud enough on your side?
A little more, I need.
Okay. Crank that up then. All right, here we go. So yeah, we've got Axl's voice is degrading, but I'm gonna overlook that for this because I don't want my whole score at the end to be. I want to cover the whole performance, not just Axl's voice.
Yeah. I will say though, like.
Oh, sorry.
I will say the band, like guitar and drum wise, everything sounds fucking proper. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that graphic behind Slash. I think that looks cool as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
You think he made some kind of deal that he could play these after some of
Maybe.
these after the tour? Or do
Maybe,
you
I
think?
guess so. They just probably say, "Fuck it." They have a good relationship with them. They could cover whatever, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause I mean, way before, since the early days of GNR, there's definitely been an AC/DC influence there.
yeah.
You know
I think they've
Axl
said that
Axl's
all
a big
along.
Bon Scott guy, so,
Yeah, I'm
and
pretty
it's
sure he's
perfect.
said that from the get go, hadn't he?
Yeah, I know since the '80s, they were covering a whole lot of Rosie from time to time, a lot
Yeah,
in the early days of GNR as well. Axl being very much a fan of Bon Scott and his work, especially since, Back in Black is the tribute to Bon Scott, like a song that's in tribute to him. I think it's a perfect thing for him to cover, so, I mean, why the hell not?
certainly. Oh, there's Fortis. See him in the very tiny in the very back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it feels like they're trying to push him slowly towards, backstage, it looks like.
These security guys don't look all that tough.
No, not really.
I think Axel could probably take both of them.
Yeah. "Hey, Mr. Security Man,
I think
this guy's
Axel
trying to have a good
today could
fucking
take
time."
them. Yeah,
Piss him off.
I'll take it. God damn it! Wouldn't that be something funny to happen nowadays?
No. Yeah, he's gonna break his hand or something. First it was his fucking leg, now then it's his hand, and who knows?
I
He's
think
fragile,
Axel's
man.
calmed way down though.
That's true.
Well, everybody is after a certain age. I
Oh,
mean, you can't.
absolutely. Yeah, you know.
It's actually not his worst performance. I don't know if it's a better performance from Axel or if I'm just so numb to it. You know what I mean?
That's true. It's not too bad. There are moments, whatever. And I think we were talking about this earlier too. Like people want to like rag and shit on Axel. Yeah, there's times where he doesn't sound great, but like I would put him at like the best of the worst. I mean, and it's not like it's not like a terrible compliment. I'm not saying he's like terrible, or whatever, a terrible singer now, but like
Not
you
bad
know,
enough that I won't go to the show.
yeah, for what people are ranking, like I guess people who sound like artists sound really shitty live. Like, Axel doesn't sound honestly that half that bad. There he has his moments, whatever, but he's overall still like a 7 out of 10, I'd give him. I mean, at least he still sings in key. He's not fucking John Bon Jovi.
Yeah, man. Poor John, man.
Or, if you've seen videos of Enrique Iglesias over the last year or so, that dude sounds like fucking Elmo. His auto-tune's off, so he can't fucking sing properly.
Oh no. Axel's not using auto tune though. One day
Yeah,
we'll have they'll make an AI that'll work in real time, and
probably.
we'll be able to if he so chooses to. I don't think he'll use it, but
No, I gotta respect, he still wants to do this as best as he can. And you have to respect that. It could sound whatever, but at least he's not copping out and, doing just backing tracks or, fucking putting an auto tune thing on his mic.
yeah.
So
I mean, I think I'm started to warm up to that opinion. I know when we first started this show, I used to say I wish he'd just lip sync and be done with it. But I think as I've gone on, as we've gone on, I started to warm up to the idea, and I do
yeah,
respect it because there's technique involved still. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Mhm.
Like to sing that long and to stay in key and shit takes a certain physical. I hate to use the word athleticism, but it's similar. You know what I mean? Like you have to know
Mhm.
how to breathe and you have to not be out of breath. So as long as he ain't wheezing and huffing his way through it like Vince Neil does, then he's
That's
doing
true.
good. You're doing good, my boy. You're still performing, you
Mhm.
know. So what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Duff McKagan or seen him in real life?
I
Like at a
wish.
I'm gonna tell you, I've been close to him. I wouldn't say I met him because it was was still pretty far away, but I've been pretty close to him in real life before. And when he's standing on the ground level with you, it is amazing how fucking big that sumbitch is. I'd hate to fight him. He's got some reach.
Dang.
Motherfucker's a giant. Hope you don't ever hear us
Yeah.
doing say that. I want to fight about it because I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna show up.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say,
give you the
hear
Vince Neil Axl treatment. I'll talk shit on the TV and then not show up.
Yeah, and then someone fronts for the pay-per-view to happen, and then it's nope.
Yeah, you can get on sports bet and bet will Dustin show up because I know what the fuck I'm putting my money on.
I mean, also, side note, if you want to hear us do a lot of fun, check out this month on Shotcast, man. It's Tender Loving Duff. We're wrapping up the Tenderness album, track by track.
Shit.
We have 2 more left. We got 1 episode this coming Saturday, and then 1 more next week, and then a Duff album done in the books. Finally.
Oh, finally. Man, I'm going to tell you, I don't want to be one to dogpile on Tenderness, but that album fucking sucks, dude.
It has a couple.
And I'll be so glad to be done with it when it's over. But anyway, something that don't suck is this guitar solo that Slash is about to throw down on. So let's hear Slash take Angus's solo and let's see what he does. Yeah, no pressure, Slash, no pressure. So far, I'm going to say if you would have told me that this sounds exactly like Slash covering the guitar solo to Back in Black, what you can expect from that, this is exactly what I would expect.
Yeah, I would say so. Like, he throws his own stuff in there, but at least he keeps that like that's
the
like
important
melody
part
right there, yeah.
Yeah. And even Frank's on point for this, man. Frank gets a lot of shit, but even he's like killing it.
I think this is more in his tempo and his range, man. He can do AC/DC, bro.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck Melissa's doing right now, but
yeah, get her on backing vocals. We need some females on some of this.
I think that'd be cool. I do I like that layer that she adds when you do hear her live.
Yeah, like you hear on some tracks, I think she does backing on November Rain, the dun, 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 and some stuff. It's cool, man. Adds different layer. You get, it's almost like having, Tracy and Roberta back there again.
Oh man, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I miss those section.
Bring back Teddy Zigzag, damn it.
That's right, the real star.
Maybe for the final tour, they'll bring back the whole Illusions crew.
Yeah, no matter what happens with all that, but bring back Zigzag. That's the reunion we want. Okay,
yeah.
You can't call it a reunion if Zigzag ain't in it. I'm sorry, that was the most important member of GNR ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
In our hearts.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Teddy Zigzag, who I was a friend on Facebook, so it's pretty sweet.
He knows about us then.
Maybe. Actually, I think I know I follow him on Facebook. I don't know if I have him as an actual friend or something. I see him post you all the time, so.
I don't know. Maybe he stumbled across us when he was looking for his episode of Brando's show. Come on, this one. We're not gonna. You won't. Don't expect the same professionalism you get treated with on Appetite for the Story.
Yeah.
Come on here and play one of our games about porn or titties or something, and let's have some fun. Well, maybe we could pull him for. Wouldn't that be some shit? Pull him for $269.
Oh damn! I'm in if we can.
All right, we're about to get to the breakdown, man. I forget just how long this song actually is, because at this point, it's not going to add anything new.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's AC/DC. It's Back in Black. It doesn't have to, you know.
That's true.
That's just less more song that you have to learn when you want to rock out to this and sing along with the radio or whatever. Or the jukebox, let's be real. I'm sure this is a popular bar song. I'm sure I've heard this at a few karaoke nights. It'd be nice if JCDC was still together. That was our local AC/DC cover band here in Jefferson City. They came on the show. Yeah, they've been on. We had the guitarist on our episode for Scrape. He told us about his time in the war and flying planes and shit.
Sweet.
Well, you were there, so.
Yeah, I remember.
It's just been a really long time ago.
Yeah, I remember. For a while.
And also, they had Guns Ain't Roses, which is their other cover band that the same band played, and that's where we got Axl Rose, the guy that used to open Guns N' Radio on our old "You Know Where the Fuck You Are" intro.
Yeah, during the first season, even part of the second season.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think by the second season, because I think season 2 and 3 we used the same intro.
Yeah,
Didn't we change over to Chinese Democracy? Yeah, we changed over to Chinese Democracy by the second season.
And third, yeah.
Yeah. And then we used that in the second and third. Then Ian made our new theme for season 4.
Yeah. And 5-ish too, yeah. The foreseeable future.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, we own that, so we can do that.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Oh yeah, I actually do have Teddy Zigzag as a friend on Facebook. Confirmed.
Fuck yeah. Woohoo!
Sorry, that's what I was trying to confirm. I was like, wait a minute, I can just search his name up.
Oh, nice. I'm frozen. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
No, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, we had to use a higher quality version of the song tonight because the shit, you know.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like
but
that.
I don't know why I put our graphics back up because it's time for us to do our what do you call it? Our final thoughts on the song.
I can read some lyrics if you want, or everyone knows the fucking lyrics.
I think we got it. I think
Back
we're
in
good.
Black, I hit the sack.
Yeah,
I could do a William Shatner style. Back in Black.
Back in Black.
I hit the sack.
It's been far too long, and I'm glad to be black. Be back.
Yeah. I'm loose from the noose that kept me hanging about.
I was looking at the sky. And it was getting me high. Let's do it like William Shake. Oh, dude, hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to Chat GPT.
Oh.
GPT. All right, and what I'm gonna type in is I'm gonna tell it to
Shakespeareify the lyrics to Back
reimagine the lyrics. I'll tell you what, do this. Translate or how do I say that? I'm gonna do reimagine the lyrics to AC/DC Back in Black as a Shakespeare. Oh, there. All right, let's see what it gives us. Oh, it's actually giving us a whole new song.
Oh, dang.
Returned in the somber shades, a visage grim, resurrected I rise from the shadows dim. Yeah. Okay, let's do it this way. Make AC/DC Back in Black sound like Shakespeare. You got to be specific with this because I don't like that.
Yeah.
Hark! Hang on, it's still talking. Hang on. And then after that, we're going to move on to our final thoughts.
This reminds me of like old 2010s Twitter. We used to find like random there's like one Shakespeare-fied page, whatever, and it would post instead of fuck bitches get money, it was fornicate wenches acquire wealth.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this is Shakespeare's Back in Black. Hark! 'Tis I, returned from the depths profound, from yon abyss where shadows abound. Clad in darkness, a cloak of the night, with flames of vengeance my spirit alight. In black attire I emerge anew, resurrected to reclaim what is due. Back in black with a purpose clear, a tale of triumph does now appear. So there you go. It didn't really give me what I wanted. I was hoping.
It fucking sounds like a power metal song now. It sounds like Dragon Force would use that and put like some fucking fantasy mystical shit on there. Yeah, guys, this is our fucking Skyrim.
Dude, I love Dragon Force though, man. I'm really excited for that.
I do, yeah. I mean, listen, they're probably the better of like any of like a lot of these power metal bands. They're not like too dorky, you know.
I'm gonna try to translate to Shakespeare. Well, they are pretty dorky, don't get me wrong.
They are, but they're kick ass, man. Herman Lee is fucking sick.
Oh yeah, dude. They're the good kind of fucking like nerdy and shit. I'd say nerdy, not dorky.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, nerdy is probably a better way to do it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's do this. Who wants to go first? How are we doing this week?
I'll go first then.
All right.
It's a pretty good cover, man. It's it's almost 1-to-1. It's not like listen, Axl's vocals, whatever aside, I think he still does okay enough. Maybe the muscle memory from doing the AC/DC stuff for a whole year kind of kicked in at this point. He probably, was doing that. It didn't sound too bad. It was fine. I don't know. It's like a odd song for like Guns N' Roses to cover, because if they're gonna cover AC/DC, it's gonna be something that's like more like
obscure.
I'd say something like that's like like an unhidden gem or something. Like I would hear them cover like I don't know like
Riff Raff.
Yeah, like Riff Raff. Walk All Over You, which is like a really random one, or like fucking. I don't know, even if they cover Touch Too Much, but then again, that's my bias, my favorite AC/DC song. So
makes sense though.
This is pretty good, man. It's not perfect, but I give it like a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm along the same lines. I think Axl's vocals, lack thereof, however you fall on that spectrum, I'm eliminating that altogether from my thought process and we justified why while we were listening to the song. So I'm not going to go over all of that again. My grade is 4 out of 5. I thought overall the band's performance was really good of it. And yeah, Slash, like I said, if you told me that without listening to this song, if you told me that Slash took the Back in Black guitar solo and played it like Slash would play it, I wouldn't expect anything different. Because like you said, he didn't change the important shit, but he basically he kind of filled in a little more and did it his way, which is what Slash does. And I thought it sounded great. It's what I want to hear happen because it's Guns N' Roses, not AC/DC. So, I mean, yeah, for me, it's 4 out of 5 also. But what did you think? Why don't you get in our comment section, slide up in our DMs and down here in the comment section, though, and let us know your thoughts on Guns N' Roses Back in Black. For everybody watching in the chat on the premiere today, we want to say thank you for being here. And to all of the people who go check us out on Patreon, we want to especially say thank you to you guys. And head over there, man. Check that out because you get a 7-day free trial. If you don't like it, you can cancel it anytime. So, yeah, head over to our Patreon and get your 7-day free trial and check out all the cool shit
QR
we got
code
going over there. That's right. There's the QR code. That'll take you straight over to gunsnradio.com, baby. So, yeah, with that, I think the only fair thing to do. Oh, by the way, if you go to our Patreon, you're going to get Shotcast Saturday as soon as you're seeing this. This is coming up immediately. So is Shotcast. So all of our shit, we've got an episode of Shotcast ain't even aired yet if you're watching on Patreon right now. So, I mean, you got 3 new shits right there to check out, buddy. And for those of you that did, we certainly thank you. Should we spin the wheel and find out what we're doing next week on Guns N' Radio?
I say we do, man. We got to figure out what's going on for 268 next week.
That's right. Here we go.
Dehydrated, Izzy Stradlin.
Okay, well, Dehydrated by Izzy Stradlin. That'll be interesting.
Just like me after a night of drinking.
What album is that off of?
Hang on, I have the database here. Let's see.
Yeah,
I fucking remember. Dehydrated. I don't know. There's so many fucking Izzy albums. You don't remember which is from where, anyways.
Yeah, he's got like 10 of these motherfuckers. By the way, we have completed 2 Izzy Stradlin albums, which are we've completed the Juju Hounds, and I believe we completed Fire.
No. We did Wave of Heat, which was
Wave of Heat.
I think the last solo album he's done up to this date.
Okay. So yeah, we did the Juju Hound. We done the first and the last. So.
Yeah. Oh, Dehydrated is from the album Smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not just that acoustic shit that
No, it's not the acoustic album. So
okay. Fucking good, because I hate that record right now.
Well, there was a couple of good songs. The last few that we've gotten have not been good. I will give you that. But there's a couple other ones that are decent-ish.
Yeah. Well, hopefully next week we get another good one. I hope to be pleasantly surprised. I want to give out some 5-star gold, man. So we'll find out next week if that song is worth that. But if you also want to come and tune into something I'm pretty sure won't be fucking 5-star gold, then you can head over to Shotcast Saturday, or just wait to tune in. It's available now on our Patreon, but you can go ahead and you can come back on Saturday, catch Shotcast Saturday, when we're going to be continuing our review of every song off of Tenderness. And it's the penultimate episode, I believe, right?
Yeah, so this week we're looking at the song Breaking Rocks, the third to last song on the album. So
that's right. So we'll catch you at Shotcast Saturday. And until then, I'm Dustin Bones.
And I'm Chris Caputo. We'll see you guys Saturday for some TLD, Tender Loving Dove. Then we're going to see you next week. We're going to get some more Izzy Stradlin out the boat. So until then, guys, stay safe. Happy Super Bowl Day, America. And we'll see you on the next one. Go Chiefs.